Okay, now we just got through separating the boys from the womb. I was going to pick it up with the Israelites, but no, we're going to pick it up at Esau. So we need to turn our Bibles to Joshua chapter 24, verse 4, which reads, "And I gave unto Isaac Jacob and Esau, and I gave unto Esau Mount Seir to possess it, but Jacob and his children went down into Egypt." See, Jacob was put before Esau because of the decisions that Esau chose to make back in the land. And we're going to take that back because I didn't cover that, but we're going to take it back. Let's take it back to Genesis chapter 25. We're going to see why Jacob is put before Esau now. And 25 reads, "And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents." So we already know how the Creator is. The Creator never changes. He's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We see Esau was a cunning hunter, and that he also was a man of the field, which resembles a man of the world. And a friend of the world is an enemy with Yahweh. And we see that Jacob, he was just a plain man, dwelling in tents. All this is a euphemism. He was a plain man dwelling in tents, which actually represented the tabernacles and the laws and statutes and judgments and commandments of Yahweh. Okay, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sighed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, "Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint." Therefore is his name called Edom. But we see right here, Esau is telling Jacob, "Hey man, feed me with some of this red pottage, man, because I'm about to die. I'm about to faint." But we see right here in Genesis chapter 28, that Esau cooked. He knew how to cook. He made venison. That's why Isaac loved him, because he ate of Esau's venison. So this food that Esau is requiring Jacob to give him is not a physical food. No, brothers and sisters, this is spiritual food. That's why he said, "For I am faint," because he was about to faint and die away from the law, statutes, judgments, and commandments. And that's why Jacob said, "Sell me this day thy birthright," in Genesis chapter 25, verse 31. And Esau said, "Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me?" Esau didn't even care about his birthright. He's like, "Man, I'm about to die. What profit shall this birthright do to me?" He didn't know about his birthright because he was a man of the field. And Jacob said in Genesis chapter 25, verse 33, and Jacob says, "Swear to me this day." And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Despise means look down on and not really care too much about it, because he didn't have the knowledge of what this birthright was, because he was what? A man of the field. Now let's take us to another offset of Esau and Jacob. Genesis chapter 27, verse 1. "And it came to pass that when Isaac was old, and his eyes were dim so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son, and said unto him, My son. And he said unto him, Behold, here am I. And he said, Behold now, I am old, I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me some venison, and make me savory meat such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die." And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and to bring it. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, Behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, Bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat and bless thee before Yahweh before my death. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee. Go now to the flock, and fetch me from thence 2 good kids of the goats, and I will make them savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth, and thou shalt bring it to him, bring it to thy father, that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, Behold, my brother Esau is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. My father, suppose, will fill me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing. And his mother said, Upon me be thy curse, my son. Only obey my voice, and go fetch me them. And he went and fetched and brought them to his mother, and his mother made savory meat such as his father loved. And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them upon Jacob her younger son. And she put the skins of the kids of the goat upon his hands and upon the smooth of his neck. Because remember, Jacob is black and smooth. Esau is red and hairy. Remember, Isaac was blind due to old age, so he couldn't see. So don't forget that. And she gave the savory meat and the bread which she had prepared into the hand of her son Jacob. And he came unto his father and said, My father. And he said, Here am I. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said unto his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, Because Yahweh thy God brought it to me. And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him, and said, The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned him not, meaning that he didn't recognize that he wasn't Esau, because his hands was hairy as his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed him. And he said, Art thou my very son Esau? And he said, I am. And he said, Bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat. And he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, Come near now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him. And he smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which Yahweh hath blessed. Therefore Yahweh give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren. And let thy mother's son bow down to thee. Curse be every one that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. And he said also, and he also had made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise, and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, Where is he that hath taken venison and brought it me, and I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him, yea, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and hath taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And he said, What shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off his neck. Now, the blessing / curse that Isaac just gave Esau is his certain death and destruction, because what he did was pump Esau up to one day you're going to get the power, and then you're going to break the yoke from off your brother, which you shouldn't have done, because your brother is Yahweh on earth who you were supposed to serve. But instead, you're going to get power and break the yoke. So it's going to be a conflict in the last days with that bless / cursing that was given from Isaac. Now let's pick it up at Genesis chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So Esau was proposing to slay Jacob because of the blessing that Jacob got, and because he sold his birthright to Jacob. But if Esau wouldn't have been a man of the field, And he would have really realized prophecy back in Genesis chapter 25, verse 21 through 26, that the elder was supposed to serve the younger anyway before they even got out. So there was no way he was going to get this blessing anyway, but he was a man of the field and he didn't have that knowledge.